alright. Darling, darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Welcome, welcome. Here we are again. All right. Krishna.
OGEP.com.
Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Gauranga, Nityananda, Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase your track.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Put your sound on.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama. Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama. Hello there, Yoga. Welcome. Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare.
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Nasumatina,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Oh, so
Hare
broken.
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Okay.
Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hari Rama Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hari Ram Hari Ram Ram
Hare Rama Hare
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hari Ram 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama Hare
Hare Hare. Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Advaita Gadadhar,
Ramanityananda
Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda, Gauranga,
Gadadhara
Gauranga,
Srivan
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Adhikura Bhaktivedanta
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Nityananda
Gauranga,
Nityananda
Gauranga.
Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Guru Bhakti
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Guru Bhakti
Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila. Chapter 18, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit to Vrindavan. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over. Oh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over Vrindavan and pleased all the living entities, moving and non-moving. See. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over Vrindavan and pleased all the living entities, moving and non-moving, with his glances. The Lord took much personal pleasure in seeing everyone. In this way, Lord Gauranga traveled to Vrindavan. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, and all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, and all glories to Advaita Prabhu, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy, but when he arrived at Aritagram, his sense perception was awakened. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the local people, "Where is Radhakund?" No one could inform him, and the Brahmana accompanied him did not know either. The Lord then understood that the holy place called Radhakund was no longer visible. However, being the omniscient Supreme Personality of Godhead, he discovered Radhakund and Shamakund in two paddy fields. There was only a little water, but he took his bath there. When the people of the village saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking his bath in those two ponds in the middle of the paddy fields, they were very much astonished. The Lord then offered his prayers to Radhakund. Of all the gopis, Radharani is the most dearmost. Of all the gopis, Radharani is dearmost, the most. Of all the gopis, Radharani is dearmost. Similarly, the lake known as Radhakund is very dear to the Lord because it is very dear to Srimati Radharani. Just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna, so her lake, known as Radhakund, is also very dear to him. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most beloved. In that lake, Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani used to sport daily in the water and have a rasa dance on the bank. Indeed, Lord Krishna gives ecstatic love. Like that of Srimati Radharani, to whoever one bathes in that lake, even once in his life. The attraction of Radhakund is as sweet as that of Srimati Radharani. Similarly, the glories of the Kund lake are as great as Srimati Radharani. Because of its wonderful transcendental qualities, Radhakund is as dear to Krishna as Srimati Radharani. It was in that lake that the all-opulent Lord Krishna performed his pastimes with Srimati Radharani with great pleasure and transcendental bliss. Whoever bathes just once in Radhakund attains Srimati Radharani's loving attraction for Sri Krishna. Who within this world can describe the glories of the sweetness of Radhakund? Even thinking about it can give that result. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus offered prayers to Radhakund. Overwhelmed by ecstatic love, he danced on the bank, remembering the pastimes of Lord Krishna performed on the bank of Radhakund. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then marked his body with tilak made from the mud of Radhakund. And with the help of Balabhadra Bhattacharya, he collected some of the mud and took it with him. From Radhakund, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Sumanas Lake, where he saw Govardhan Hill from there. He was overwhelmed with joy. When the Lord saw Govardhan Hill, he immediately offered obeisances, falling down on the ground like a rod. He embraced one piece of rock from Govardhan Hill and became mad. Mad with ecstatic love, the Lord came to the village known as Govardhan. There he saw the deity named Haridev and offered his obeisances unto him. Haridev is an incarnation of Narayan, and his residence is on the western petal of the lotus of Mathura. Mad with ecstatic love, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to dance before the Haridev deity. Hearing of the Lord's wonderful activities, all the people came to see him. The people were astonished when they saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love and personal beauty. The priest who served the Haridev deity offered the Lord a good reception. At Brahmakund, the Bhattacharya cooked food, and the Lord, after taking his bath at Brahmakund, accepted his lunch. Okay, your turn there, Lalita.
Thank you. Wow. Phew. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. All glories to you. All glories to Lord Chaitanya. All glories to Srimati Radharani, to Krishna. At Brahma Kunda, the Bhattacharya cooked food. And the Lord, after taking his bath at Brahma Kund, he accepted his lunch. That night, the Lord, he stayed at the temple of Harideva, and during the night, he began to reflect. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he thought, since I shall not at any time climb Govardhan Hill, how shall I be able to see Gopalaraya? Thinking it this way, the Lord remained silent. And Lord Gopala, knowing his contemplation, he played a trick. Going down from Govardhan Hill, Lord Gopala granted an interview to Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who was unwilling to climb the hill, thinking himself a devotee of Lord Krishna. Gopala stayed in a village called Anakutagrama on Govardhan Hill. The villagers who lived in that village, they were mainly from Rajasthan. One person.
You know, that story is very interesting because when humility, I notice, like when this humility arises, it's like Lord Chaitanya is thinking, oh, he's like thinking, I'm very low, I don't want to climb the hill and all this. But that humility is very attractive to the Lord. He comes down the hill. It's like he comes down from his throne. It's very much like that scene in St. Francis. He was very humble, in that humble mood. Even the Pope came down from his throne, and kissed the feet of St. Francis. That mood is very attractive to the Lord. See, and the Lord was in that. That's Radha's mood, is very And the Lord, we on our own, we cannot have these kinds of moods, but by the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you can. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, when you're reading that, I'm going to think, yeah, that's really how it is. The Lord comes down because we have no power to really reach him. It's that he gives us the moods and the transcendental moods that attract him to us. Without that attraction, that's why unless devotees are here, the Lord's not attracted to come here and bless. Just by the Lord coming here, the world is blessed and purified. Okay? That's why the devotees have to come here. If Prahlad Maharaj wasn't in this universe, the Lord wouldn't have saved it, because he just came because he was attracted to Prahlad and to protect, because that's his nature. He protects his devotees. He just came and protected his devotee. This is his nature. But if no devotees are here, then the world is not protected, and that's literal. That's why it needs even devotees. If you want protection in this world, real protection, you better find a real devotee, because otherwise you'll be more or less not protected by anything. Astrology is not going to protect you. I mean, I've seen that. I've seen this lady, she wasn't protected enough. Astrologies, and she's a nice person and a vegan and everything, and not really fully protected. That's, I learned from my own experience. I look around, people are not protected here unless you find devotee that has devotion here. Okay? And then come under that shelter. They're the ones who lift Govardhan Hill, the real pastimes of the Lord, for the protection of the devotees, or whoever is under that shelter. That's bona fide guru. The Vaishnavas are not fully protected. Unless you can lift up the pastimes and the vision of the revealed scriptures, people are not protected. This is the big lesson here, because if you want the Lord's protection, you have to come under the shelter where that protection is. Those who are actual associates of Lord Caitanya are empowered to give that protection that he gave in this world. That's just how it works. That's a disciplic line. Otherwise, you will not be fully protected. He came to give full protection, full happiness, full realization, full, and fuller. It's yeah. And the moods. Otherwise, without these moods, we cannot attract the Lord here. Okay? And where are you going to get them? You have to get them in disciplic line. You have to get this relationship. These moods are the relationship with the devotees have with Krishna Vrindavan. Very attractive to Krishna. Brings him very close. See? And where the devotees can look and see these qualities of the Lord and speak about them. I couldn't tell you these things, unless the Lord has come close, and shown me. And then, the happiness of devotees is they like to share with their friends. Why not? It's like sharing food. It is sharing food, actually.
That is the sharing of the food, yeah.
Yeah, this is the food stuff. What did Narada Muni said? Your name is my food stuff. That when I travel through the universe, your name, your pastimes, your qualities, your truths, my foodstuffs, and the foodstuffs of the world. If you don't eat through the mouths of devotees, you can't get there. Even Prabhupada, he didn't, when he started preaching, he didn't have people offering directly to the deity. He had them offer to the picture. That was teaching you go through the devotee to get your foodstuffs. You want your food blessed. Because you're not qualified, and if people are not, they want this direct. No, I want to go directly, or they want to go through some unqualified person without qualified with prema. Sorry, that's wrong. I'm not here to preach illusions. I'm here to preach truth. How to go directly into the kingdom of Vrindavan as directly as through the devotee, man. They're the door. Otherwise, you miss the mark, man. It's like this guy, had a vision of Jesus when he had a near-death experience, and it was in a plane ride. And Jesus wanted to show him something. He said, He said, Jesus in this other world, he said, which is true for, this is how it works. He said, look at me, Jesus said. So he looked at him and he looked right into the kingdom of God. And then Jesus moved his face away. And he was looking into darkness everywhere. Okay? That's your bona fide guru. When you look into the real associate of the Lord, you're looking right into the kingdom. Okay? When you're looking anywhere else, and that includes these other persons who claim to be representatives, if they really aren't, you're not looking into the real kingdom. You're looking into some level of darkness because they don't know, they haven't experienced the kingdom. They are not the kingdom in person. The kingdom is that relationship that where the Lord is living inside them as he is, as they present. And no one else can unless they're a real authorized associate of Lord Caitanya, and they're very rare right now. I kept looking at all these gurus. Okay, where can I see the kingdom? I didn't see the kingdom. I already understood. They kept presenting something else. And that's what the devotees believe, right? That's why they see it. They look over here. That's not the kingdom that our gurus presented. Well, yeah, I know. I looked over there. I wasn't impressed. No, this is the kingdom. We're here to present that on the authority of Prabhupada and Krishna. You look over here, you're going to get the real kingdom. You look over there, you're going to get something else. Yeah. Authorization is authorization. If you either have it or you don't. And prove it. Like if you're looking into the real kingdom, you'll have these ecstatic symptoms. Otherwise not. What kingdom are they looking at? Where's their ecstatic symptoms that they're genuinely in Vrindavan? That's why you see the gurus don't have the ecstatic symptoms, neither do their disciples. But this humble little, group here, Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace Place, which is true to its name, does. I find that fascinating. I find that quite amazing, I find that's just kind of the way the Lord works. That's his style. He always gets the underdogs. Jesus, this carpenter guy, he delivers so many people to that, right? The carpenter, who would have thought? Matter of fact, the people in his own village didn't believe it. They said, no, the Messiah is not going to come that way. He was just a carpenter. We know this guy. He comes through a nobody. See? That's why it says Lord Caitanya, the verse, Lord Caitanya preaches through a low-class, fourth-class person. Real religious principles. Real religious principles are not these external things. That's not real yet. That's a mode of goodness. That's for external focused persons, No, real religious principles is what we preach here. What Chaitanya Charitamrita preaches, real religious principles. Real religious, you sit in front of a devotee who has realized God, and you'll be very lucky if they don't just throw the rule book at you, a book of ceremonies, because that's what they've done since Bhakti Vinod, and they kept this jewel for themselves. Prabhupada in his room chanting in ecstasy, but putting the jewels in his books for the later time. That time is now. See, who can pull the sword out of the stone? That's the question. See, the Bhagavatam is like that stone, man, full of, and the sword is the truth in the Bhagavatam. Who can pull it out and slash the illusion?
You do.
Yeah. Even in the story of King Arthur, there was always a nobody. It's a nobody. King. Big kings, the so-called kings of the world. See, the Lord tries to teach the world. Don't believe in external kingliness and queenliness, because it's usually it's a scam. Then Maya scams them. These are people who sold out. These are the persons who lie and they cheat and deceive like their masters. They give them a bag of money or something and they sell out. Okay? So, and in this Kali Yuga, it's not strong. And there's a lot of good people. They look at this stuff and they think this is terrible. With stuff going on, cool. I can't believe. It's hard for me to believe. Right before my eyes, I see a Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, I can't believe it. They're just preaching this. Our politicians, can you believe that? Our politicians, our educators are teaching Sodom and Gomorrah stuff, teaching children to have anal sex and promoting pedophilia right there in schools. Drag queens having things with sexually for little children, and the mothers and fathers, just swept up in the illusions. Oh, well, I guess, the authorities are saying it's okay. Let us take our children there. Let's get them all shot. Give them change their genetics and so many terrible things that the parents are doing to their kids because they believe in authority. This is a terrible time in that sense. A lot of darkness, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't know. It's pretty amazing how dark it is. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, now I believe in Bhagavatam. It's Kali Yuga, for sure. This was always, it was going on underneath and hidden, but now it's coming out. Like, oh, they've been training our children, the children in schools. They've been programming them, brainwashing them for this age. Youth and people that are trying to fight it, you don't have enough strength just being a good person. See, it's always been that way. Even when Prahlad was here, the good people couldn't overcome, the demigods could not overcome the strength of the demons at that time. It was just too strong. It's the same thing now. In this Kali Yuga, because of the empowerment of the mode of passion and ignorance is too strong. Only God and God's devotees can overturn this. No other way, really. The real devotion of the Lord attracts the Lord to. He's the antibody. He's the immune system. See, because everything is in him. He's the strength that will purify everything. And that's all. I get this more clear every day. This is why this is the way. You people, you should kiss the ground. I kiss the ground that I have such a place to come every day, where there's such protection, such happiness, gets me through. It's like taking a vitamin B shot every day. Such protection. And this is open for everybody. That's what you see, public broadcasting for everybody. Hey, I'm not lying, man. I'm not exaggerating like all these teachers and gurus, so-called gurus and everything. They're all lying, cheating, and exaggerating. It doesn't matter if they're even good. They don't have the power that devotees have to draw the Lord here into the world to protect us. Without that devotion, we cannot draw the Lord here, and he cannot protect us. But that protection's here. We have a lot of devotees with actual devotion here. It's so strong and real and powerful that even these gurus can't acknowledge it. It shows you how far advanced what is going on is here. They cannot even see it, and everybody thinks they're so great. What kind of greatness is that if you can't see where God is actually working? The transcendental Lord. But again, it's not surprising because even Haridas said it's very hard to perceive where the Lord is manifesting in this world. That's our preaching. It's because whoever does see, whoever does become convinced to drink at this well here, will be blessed and will be saved. It's always been like that. What Maya's always trying to convince people, don't go to Lord Caitanya's Amazing Grace. There's no amazing grace there. Come to me and we'll show you there's no amazing grace here. We'll fool you, we'll lie to you, we'll cheat you, we'll juggle the scriptures. And you'll think in your mind you got grace, but you won't have a smile on your face like the devotees here do because of being deep in the truth. I just saw a video where vegetables and fruits are vaccinated. Yeah, they're doing all everything. You better get your spiritual body because people identify with the material body and you identify with all that stuff. You don't think we're saved from that? Some of the devotees here, did the stupid thing by getting vaccinated. I know they don't agree with me, but you'll see, because everything that's been hidden will be revealed. I could show you videos how stupid, how they promoted this thing. Unbelievable programming, brainwashing thing. I have these videos. It's like even people here, you would see like it was a completely programmed, brainwashed thing. How they got people, shamed them that if you don't do it, and conditioned them. Oh man, it's like a kind of a no. When you see what they actually did, a lot of you see. It's like going to see if you don't see how a magician is working, it just goes over. You just wow. You think wow, it's me. No, it's this way. No, people have been hypnotized. Yeah, to do very dumb things in this last 2 years. It's all that's the mode of passion and ignorance, selfishness, and egoism. False egoism is so strong at this time. They were, it's just the way it is. You want out? Come here. That's why I don't harp on these things. This is it. You just want to get out of this? Come here, man. You'll be clear. You'll see what they're doing, and then it's okay. And you'll present the way out for people, right? Come into the association of ecstatic devotees. Man, tell me, what other better way? Can you think of any better way to transcend the horrors of Kali Yuga now? Huh? What other solution? What, you think David Icke's way? Look at his face. He's buckling himself. He's not a happy camper. Nobody. I haven't seen anybody happy. Then you got Tony Robbins who totally goes over the thing. He knows something's going on. Never talks about it because he'll be deplatformed, Can't provide a solution other than make more money. Oh yeah, use this time. All these people have their solutions are all material. Yeah. You got to train spiritual. You got a spiritual body, man. It's not under the jurisdiction of this. You'll be like Mars Priksit. Mars Priksit, he was listening to the glories of the Lord from a bona fide source, right? And he said, let that snake bird bite this body. Whatever that Brahman created, let it bite the body. But go on singing the glories of the Lord. He's in a spiritual body. That's what we do here. That's the solution. That's the solution of the Bhagavatam. If you come here, you'll chant the holy name. Like, what is it? Fernando coming. He's starting to become ecstatic chanting, right? Look at Janardhan. Look at Lilita. Look, they're transcending all of this. What other better solution? What, going to the religion, going to Vaishnava religious gurus out there, teaching you the rules and regulations and all that stuff? You're going to transcend this Kali Yuga by doing your ceremonies and rules and regulations and have no spontaneous devotion awaken? No, this is the solution. If you don't have what we have, this is the place to come. This is the place to get it. If you do, okay, you're a place like that, but I haven't seen, I highly doubt there is. This stuff is so rare. This bhakti that Lord Caitanya brought, especially now, is so rare. It's been sleeping for 500 years. It's been sleeping, man. We're waking it up. I was chanting, I realized, oh, we're here to wake up Radha and Krishna. They've been sleeping for 550 years. Or just in the bedrooms of Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta, right? Just in there, it was secret, like Vrindavan, right? Vrindavan was the secret, it was the bedroom of Radha and Krishna and the gopis. Okay? It was all sealed. It's only in their bedroom. That's the way it was since Bhaktivinoda and Prabhupada until now. See, we're putting this in the living room of the world. Pretty amazing, huh? Before it was Prabhupada's bedroom. We're putting it in the living room on his order. Has his authority too. It's amazing how Krishna shows it. Shows how real this is, how real this Krishna movement is, how real our disciplic line is. You know, Radhakund Babajis don't believe it because they didn't see where's this. They didn't manifest it either. Nobody was. But they were, oh, you see, they weren't in the moods and all that. Yeah, they were working. It's almost like how the demons work. They work in secret and they work, very deep, and they got a plan. Well, you think if the demons have their plans, you don't think the Lord has his plan? Well, this is the fructification of the plan that's been germinating for 550 years. It's been underground. Now it's coming out, just like the demons. You notice the demons are coming out with their plans. Lord Caitanya is coming out with his plan. Let's see, who do you think's going to win, Lalita? Lord Caitanya, huh? Yeah. He always wins. It's his show, man. We're demons, demigods, devoted. We're all in his body. What the heck, who? He's got to win, man. It's his body, man. We're just cells in his body. The only difference here, see, we're in his body, right? Bhagavad Gita says. But he's not in anybody awakened. He's dormant, except his real devotees. See, so he informs us about his insights. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. See, it's in the Bhagavatam too. He gives us a very intimate, confidential understanding. You want to know these things? You got to come here. I don't see anybody. You think anybody's telling you these things? Go ahead, read on.
Gopala stayed in a village called Anakutagrama on Govardhan Hill. The villagers who lived in that village, they were mainly from Rajasthan. One person who came to the village informed the inhabitants. The Turkish soldiers are now preparing to attack your village. Flee this village tonight and do not allow one person to remain. Take the data with you. And leave, for the Muslim soldiers will come tomorrow. Hearing this, all the villagers became very anxious. They first took Gopala and they moved him to the village known as Ganturi. The Gopala deity was kept in the house of a Brahmana, and his worship was conducted secretly. Everyone fled, and thus the village of Anakuta was deserted. Due to fear of the Muslims, the Gopala deity was moved from one place to another.
Yeah, you see how the deity was worship was secretive.
Yeah.
See, because of the attackers. The attackers are like everything in Maya. It attacks the real worship of the deity. See, that's just how it is. The real worship of the deity is a real devotee with real devotion, and the real Lord and the manifestation of that. So it's been done in secret because people attack. You notice people attack us because of our worshiping the deity as the deity actually is in the devotion. This is Vrindavan. That's why Vrindavan is usually hidden. Only once in a blue moon does Vrindavan become manifested and exposed, because people attack it. They attacked Nityananda. Nityananda was attacked by the Brahmins. They didn't like, oh, what is this? The worship should be secretive, the worship of the deity. Because if you're worshiping the real deity, and people, you're showing externally in the world, the internal result of that worship is very beautiful, very sublime, very perfect, very wonderful, very intimate, very truthful, highly purifying of more than anything else, the most pure of the purest. Worship is that kind of worship. But the Maya is always attacking it, to hide it. That's how she hides. She attacks and hides that truth from the profane, because the profane don't believe. See, she lies, she cheats, she steals, she plunders to keep people away from the treasure. That's actually her service. Those demons were serving Krishna to keep Vrindavan pastimes clean. You know, you couldn't. You had to get through the demons to go into Vrindavan. See, they were protecting. You had Kamsa was a demon, but he protected the Vrindavan pastimes. But sometimes, see, the Lord didn't want to show the world these intimate things. He didn't even want to show the Mathura residency. That's just his prerogative. Depends on his timing. But in Kali Yuga, he thought, I want to show. I want to pass this around. But to do that, of course, it's going to be attacked. The Maya is going to attack this, because it's the highest truth, and that's how she covers. That's why the devotees, they're not. I don't feel. I'm not surprised about all these things that happen. It's just her nature. It's her nature to do that, and that shows you the people that come here. They're the ones who really want this. If you want some other so-called treasure other than love of Krishna, you go somewhere else. You come here, you might not become a big guru. You go there, you might. You work your butt off. See, it's always work. Oh yeah, you kiss a lot of ass, go into politics and everything in some big society like an ISKCON society. You can become a guru or something. Here, you might not. You might just be just a disciple. What joy is in that? What happiness is in just being just a nobody, a nothing disciple, See, people think, what's in that for me?
You want to be Krishna conscious or not?
Yeah, Gohari might be the guru here, and what about me? I heard stories. Tamal Krishna was like that. He thought it with Prabhupada. What about me? Why aren't you giving me glory? Can you imagine? You can ask Gauri Das Pandit. He knew, he was right there. He knew all these guys. I watched the videos. Tamal Krishna was always in front of Prabhupada to show, you see, I'm the important one. See, I'm the most important to Prabhupada. It's called false ego. And people worship that as pure bhakti. Can you imagine? Sorry, doesn't make it.
Not knowing that the happiness is when you are in that secluded place, humble as a blade of grass.
Yeah.
Then you are with him. Then he comes from the mountain for you. Not knowing that, never experienced that mood.
Mm-hmm.
Says
and
it all.
you can't artificially drum that up. That comes by the grace of the Lord, this kind of worship. Yeah. See, so, yeah. Go ahead, read on. Yeah, a lot of secrets in these books.
Oh, yeah, super. That's why we are doing it. Due to fear of the Muslims, the Gopala deity was moved from one place to another again and again, thus giving up his temple. Lord Gopala would sometimes live in a bush and sometimes in one village after another.
Yeah, you see, the world always wants to break the deity. So the Muslims wanted to break those deities. See? But actually, the deeper truth is breaking is you can break a deity. It's just a stone, man.
It's very
See,
Krishna.
but that's external worship. People think, don't break the deity, man. Don't break the deity. Well, even the Acharya said, well, the deities can be broken, but it's the name that can't be broken.
Chitananda, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and also the way you can break the deity is you break the philosophy of the absolute truth. You break that deity. See,
The
you break
concept.
the deity. Yeah. You break the conception. You make it like Guru Tattva conception. You break that conception by speculation, and then you put on Guru as your worshipable Guru some other standard that's not really real. It's an illusion. That's breaking the deity. The Guru Tattva is the deity. That's why you worship the Guru, because it's the deity in that form of Guru. And you break that conception of Guru Tattva, you got idol worship.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's just yeah. So
Protect the
that's
truth.
that's the internal way of breaking the deity. That's the more important. Breaking deities, you can break a deity, just an earthquake can break a deity, but that's if that's external worship still. But breaking the deity, you can't break the relationship of a devotee chanting in ecstasy, in intimacy and ecstasy. That's eternal bond, and that's what we do here. You want that kind of deity that doesn't break. Well, and nobody, and proof is when you're steady, people can't break your deity if you're strong in your relationship with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. See? They can't break it. They'll try, and that's the test. Well, go, I don't know, man, what he's teaching. You believe me? And if you start to get doubts, you think, well, I don't know. Yeah. Then there you go. Broke the conception. Broke your faith in the conception. Broke your faith in the words of these truths. Okay, so that's how you do it. If people wonder, why am I weak? How much do you believe in the conceptions of being taught to you by your guru? And not blindly. You see, you got to look around and become experienced, get your own realizations, and then see also how it's impacting on your brothers and sisters. See, and then you look around at people that are, that the illusions pointed out by your guru, and you check them out and see they are also like they are. See, and gradually you
Becomes clearer and clearer and clearer.
yeah. Even on a level, like I put a little bit in about the world, because some of the devotees, they don't believe that what I'm saying is true, because you're conditioned by the material nature of the governments and all of that. I don't have that condition. I have an accurate view of what's going on. I'm a critical thinker. The Lord has given me that. I mean, I shouldn't be. I mean, I'm just like an idiot, really, personally. But the Lord has given me the things that people would develop in school after, getting PhDs, and then they can't even think this rationally, this logically. That's the power, and that's why I promote the grace of Lord. You're getting that here, just on a silver platter. It's just being offered. That's what you get here. You start really thinking clearly. And you can see Maya, because you get so close with the Lord, he shows you. You say, yeah, you see what I'm doing here? Yeah, you see what the real mentality of these people are? Yeah. See how they're selling out? You see how they're lying to you and cheating you, and so yeah. So why wouldn't the Lord? That's how he protects it. He gives us awareness and understanding. It's beautiful. I mean, God, man, I can't think of a better path than this. This is so great, man. Yeah. Yeah. It just gets better all the time for us, for myself. It's just like, wow, man, this is amazing. Look at the friendships we're getting, the people coming here. Oh man, juicy, wonderful. You're gonna see. I think a lot of people become attracted to this. Yeah. I mean, after a while, that's why it's kind of good that the darkness gets so dark. That it's like you can tell black and white. How can you tell white unless you have a little dark black? And you can see even the good starts looking black. There's spots on the good because it's still a covering for this. It is. So, thank you, Lord. Go ahead, read on.
And then there is Caitanya.
Yeah.
In the morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who took his bath in the lake called Manasa Ganga, he then circumambulated Govardhan Hill just by seeing Govardhan Hill. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became ecstatic with love of Krishna.
Yeah, and you see, seeing Govardhan Hill, all external look and everything. Well, we see through our ears. See, this is the thing. If you come here, you get so purified that you'll see the deity by chanting. And that is really the authorized way, the best way, is get your ears and your heart purified here, mind, and then you'll see by chanting the name, the deity appears. And that your soul's relation with the Lord is beautiful. It's a rasa dance, This is the highest goal of life is easily achieved here. See? And you become ecstatic, and that's proof that's your passport and visa for Vrindavan. These don't expire. They're permanent. Okay? Now, see, your ecstatic love awakens. That's why Lord Caitanya came here, is to awaken people's ecstatic love. That's what we're here to do, is to awaken people's ecstatic love. Okay, so that when you hear the name, ecstatic devotion awakens, and they taste all these wonderful mellows, of this relationship, these spiritual varieties. That's it, man. Yeah. Highest goal of life. Now there's nothing outside of Krishna. You see how even people hear something, they speculate, oh yeah, it's the goal is to transcend, to go outside of Krishna, to go transcend, all kinds of weird things. Even here, people got to get purified sometimes. I heard that one. Somebody was teaching that. Where is Eric, by the way? I haven't seen him lately. Is he back to being a born-again Christian influenced by his sister?
If you have seen his last video, you don't wonder where he is anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, is it back into a Christian again?
No, but he was really
offensive. Yeah,
very offensive.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? People, the babies, they fall on their face sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Is this? Yeah, he has drugs in the system. He has to he takes drugs and stuff, or he used to, or something. It kind of warps you. Anyway, he's at least he had some faith for a while. Huh? He's just like children have to grow up. That's it has to come to a point of steadiness. He's a back and forth or two. A lot of people, I've had people coming back and forth. they're faithful for a while and then they stumble. Usually, you know what it is? It's somehow they get into this guru and Vaishnava aparad stuff. They start, criticizing. But that's cuts the bhakti preacher. Very, very. Anyway, ultimately faith in Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Whoever stays faithful in this family, you'll feel it, man, and he'll feel. I'm sure he's feeling like, it just, you lose the protection.
He left.
Yeah.
He left this beautiful place. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the lesson. We just hold the flame, and you see, he came back before because, after a while, you see, sometimes you got to learn that way. You go into that offense and all that stuff. And the false ego for a while is bewildering you, thinking, oh, now you're independent, now you're free, and see, now they're not part of that, you're free, and then you go into that, and you're being smashed. And after a while, you realize that's what brought him back, you start to see. And we just hold the flame, steady flame, without flicker. And this is what Jesus taught, man. I'm telling you, man. I see it's really true. If I'm lifted up on a pole and stay up there, that's if Krishna, God, is lifted up on the pole and stays there, he will draw all men unto him. And that's what we're doing. You see, more people are coming. I also had to go through an unsteady phase and lifted up and then brought down, by the tests. But hey, man, you got to do what you got to do to keep that Lord up there, You got to give people darshan. That's what I do on TikTok, And Johan does on Bigelow, even though, you just keep putting the Lord, give him darshan, man. I know people on you TikTokers don't understand what I'm doing, all that, but you're getting a darshan. People would have to go to India usually to see the deities. Here, this is even more powerful. So it's what Lord Caitanya did. He came to show the deity. This is showing the deity. He showed the deity by an example of being a devotee. He showed ecstatic devotion. That's Radharani, man. We're showing Radharani, man, showing this ecstatic devotion, showing the real Krishna that she loves. See, that devotees love, showing the real standard of worship God on the highest level. You guys would faint in these groups if you knew what was going on here. You pee your little pennies. You're all wet. We're showing the deity on the order of the disciplic line. No more hiding. Hey man, you demons aren't hiding. Yeah, my Lord ain't hiding either anymore. You want a one world order? Yeah, my Lord also wants a one world order under Radha and Krishna, love of God. What else? What other rules do you need other than them ruling your hearts? Think about it. All the rules in the world are just because of people lack of love of God, real love, pure love, the love of Radha and Krishna, devotion to Krishna, whatever you want to call it, love of Christ. Otherwise, what other rule? I mean, you'd just be a naturally good person, better than good. You'd be a benefit and a benedictor in all mankind. People will think like godly thoughts automatically. Yeah, that's the one world order. That's what's coming, because you can look, devotees, they look at the reflection, and when that's being reflected, there's nobody's been, when that's coming that obvious, and they're actually preaching one world order now publicly, that means my Lord is publicly preaching. That's starting with us. Publicly preaching the one world order, ordered under the love of God, man. which is the best order of all. You know, it's got everything, man. See, and you see how they're doing everything. The reflection comes out and the truth comes out at the same time. See, so the reflection is, oh, they say you need Alexa. Alexa, you know Alexa there, TikTokers? Alexa or Alexa, the you need an assistant. You need a helper. Alexa, the robot. See, but actually we already have something built inside as a helper, and that's the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, see? Spirit of devotion. That's the true helper because it gives us true knowledge. See, Alexa can only help you with AI knowledge, which is the ignorant manifestation. You know that how that Lolita, they have the assistant there, the Alexa, you know, wants to help you on the computer and tell you this and that and everything. That's a personal assistant. That's the reflection of the Holy Spirit of devotion. It's amazing, this stuff. This is better. This is the organic version. And that only gives you the ignorance of the body. You know, oh yeah, I'll tell you all kinds of knowledge of how to get, you know, this, like they got this chat GBT. That's the Alexa. That's the spirit that's the reflection of the spirit that we're getting, that we have. See, people are really excited about that on the community. Oh, we get our answers to everything, but all the answers about how to make money and how to be materially intelligent, and everybody is fascinated with this. But you're going to see, we're teaching, this is the better fascination. Here you're going to, because of the Spirit, we get all this transcendental knowledge and information about the kingdom of God, and it's more inspiring. Puts a big smile on it. There you get more like lack of feeling. You ever see robots? You know, you become more robotic. I mean, look at poor the guy of Facebook. What's that guy? Zuckerberg. The guy's looking more robotic, you know, every year. From everybody, they're becoming more like robots. And we're here, you see, we got organic Lexa. You know, we have the spirit of bhakti, man, that gives us all knowledge. That's like Lexa gives you AI knowledge. See, artificial intelligence. We got real intelligent people. This is real. This is eternal intelligence. That's all artificial. Even the Maya's telling you artificial intelligence. Who the heck wants artificial intelligence? Even the word sounds stupid. Artificial intelligence. It means it's not real. This is God trying to get through, you know, to the bozos of the world, man. Hey, man, don't take that path. You know, here we give you real intelligence, enduring intelligence, Bhagavatam intelligence. It's so inspiring, it's so uplifting, it's so energizing. It puts a smile. You see me smiling here? You see Lalita happy? Because our hearts are happy with this real intelligence, eternal intelligence. You're being fooled by going after the reflection, the dark reflection of the truth. Yeah. We use it for preaching. I use it, yeah. Yeah, you see, there's artificial intelligence and transcendental intelligence. That's eternal, to do with your spirit soul that lasts forever. You can't cut it. You can't destroy it. You can't change the DNA of it with shots and all that stuff. There's no jurisdiction. You know? This is the only solution, really. Alexa, do this. Serve me, do that, serve me. Yeah, and that's kind of how it is. And you know, the thing is, the Lord wants to do that too, in this natural way. The Lord wants to serve his devotee. That's his nature. You know, the devotee is serving the Lord, and the Lord is serving the devotee. They're together, but they're of the same nature. What kind of service? You know, the Lord serving the devotee, because the devotee wants the service to serve the Lord. What is that service? Hey, man, chanting the holy names is serving the Lord, especially publicly. You know, like we're doing, chanting the holy name, distributing knowledge. See, this is the Lord is serving, because I don't get this on my own. It's only by this worship. I can't give this out unless, I'm serving the Lord, and then the Lord is serving me because it's my desire to share this. This is why you need to find devotees who got this mercy, because it's a fantastic relationship. It's wonderful. My God, you won't feel any greater enlivenment, purification, happiness, not everything. Alexa, you're just outdone. Sorry, man. You're just artificial. We got natural intelligence, natural, organic, eternal. Alexa's not eternal. You break the computer, you break her intelligence, man. She's finished. When you die, where's Alexa? How is she going to help you now? She can't help you. You're dead. Oh, but my Lord, Radha's good. Takes me right to Vrindavan, man. Chariot. Yeah. I don't want to go there. I just carry carry Vrindavan. We don't have to go anywhere. We create the Vrindavan. Isn't that amazing, man? Right here, you come here, you're in Vrindavan, man. Can't you see the beautiful sky of Vrindavan? Sunsets of Vrindavan. See the sun of Vrindavan there, speaking. The flowers in the tree. See the flowers? You don't have to go anywhere. Vrindavan is coming to the world. Isn't that what Lord Caitanya brought it to the world? What are we doing? We're his servants, right? We're serving his purpose on the order of Prabhupada. You ISKCON Guru, you're going to see that we're serving Prabhupada's order. We're part of this ISKCON. You think, hey man, Prabhupada, they say Prabhupada is ISKCON, right? Well, we're part of Prabhupada. You don't think we're part of ISKCON's thing here? That's why I'm including you guys, right, in the preaching.
This is a new ISKCON.
Yeah, this is ISKCON. Yeah. Freddie says, I see some chemtrails behind you. Where? There's no chemtrails here. It's pure purple sky, man. Right out of the Beatles song. Yeah. Go ahead, read on. See what else we can unearth here.
Just by seeing Govardhan Hill, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became ecstatic with love of Krishna. While dancing, he recited the following verse: of all the devotees, this hill is the best. Oh, my friends, this hill supplies Krishna and Balarama, as well as their cows and coward friends, with all kinds of necessities. Water for drinking, very, very soft grass, caves, fruits, flowers, and vegetables. In this way, the hill offers respect to the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, that actually, the devotees, everything becomes a Govardhan Hill. Here is everything. This is Govardhan Hill. The camera, see, we got the camera. This is, we got the devotees. We got the pastimes. We got the water. The water is ecstatic love. See, we got the caves. Here the caves. We actually bring what's in the caves outside, because there, Vrindavan, they do all the stuff in secret. See the caves in there. See, but here we bring it outside of the cave. We take it out. We put the bed of roses out there for people to see. Put it in people's living room now, where they can see. I mean, this is the. It's like, you see, pornography is the material reflection of the spiritual reality. See, this is a transcendental porn thing. This is transcendental because there's no fault in seeing Radha and Krishna's love affairs because it's all in the heart. It's all pure. It's the purest of it purifies people to see the love of God in the world. That's why Lord Caitanya came and showed love of Krishna. Okay? Showed the authority of it. Yeah, he could find the paddy fields, that had the Radha Kund and Shama Kund because of that ecstatic love. Without ecstatic love, you cannot unearth the pastimes of the Lord. What do you think we're doing? I couldn't unearth Guru Tattva without the love of God, the love of Krishna. This unearths all the true conceptions of the Bhagavatam. Everything is dependent on this ecstatic devotion. Our literatures are written by ecstatic devotees. They're ecstatic inspiration. The real transcendental knowledge, they were Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. The real preachers of those scriptures are Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. They have to be. That's why you need the book and you need the living devotee. Unless you're one like that, but most aren't. Yeah. Yeah. See, we got everything. This is our Govardhan Hill, man. A nice, soft grass.
Yeah, to fall in. To fall in.
You fall into the grass. You lay in it. It's like laying in the grass. You ever lay in the grass? Very energizing. I never could be too comfortable because there's always something. Are there any bugs going to get on here? This grass you can lay in. Trust. No, yeah, no bugs.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's getting hotter now in here. Really, it's starting to get really hot.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to take my walk in the morning here now before it gets too. Otherwise, I won't take a walk. It gets so friggin' hot, man.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And humid. This summer, last summer was better. This summer is getting a real kind of humidity type thing. But it doesn't matter. This is what it is.
What time is it now, Guru Maharaj?
It's 6:39, 6:31.
Yeah, you've got to go now. True. In Turkey, it's also at those hours that you can walk because later it's
really hot. Yeah. Here it's there. It's drier heat, I think, too.
Yeah, dry.
Here it's humid.
Yeah, humid too.
Yeah. I heard it's hot over in Europe. Yeah. You got the little demons adjusting your weather there, they know people, they're not used to the heat in there, and that's your misery they make. They want to make you guys miserable by making it too hot. I was watching these British guys. They were falling. They were like standing at attention with all their clothes on and everything, and they kept falling down, like one after another. And they got stretchers coming over and picking them up because of heat stroke.
But it's we had long time bad weather here, so I'm happy. There is some sunshine now.
Oh yeah, you buy the beach too. You go swimming at all?
No.
No. Is the water must be cold? Is it cold there? The water?
Yeah, it's cold. I only go swimming when the grandkids are there because come on, Granny. But when I'm alone, never. I walk on the water, but I don't go inside.
Oh, it's so healthy. I love cold water. Yeah, I love the cold water.
With this body, Guru Maharaj, with these muscles, you wouldn't like cold water.
Yeah, I would like it. I like cold water. Okay, so we'll see you in a little bit, man. Hare Krishna. Oh, should I play the song? Let's play the song. Thank you very much, TikTokers. We'll see you later, TikTokers. God, I had 3,241 likes on TikTok. 506 viewers. Two new followers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hallelujah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna